RC still here with us. Stephen A., I'm coming to you. It's wide open in the AFC. So which team do you currently trust the most?
Shockingly, we look at Buffalo, we look at Baltimore, and I'm not throwing any shade on them. Damn. When I saw the Tennessee Titans punk the Los Angeles Rams the way that they did last night, make no mistake about it, that's what happened. I mean, they ran over them. That defense, Rams offense could not do anything in the first half, first three quarters. I'm just looking at them and I'm saying, Derrick Henry, you lost your identity. He was their offense, okay? Not much of a run attack. But if that defense plays the way that they're capable of playing, I'm looking at Julio Jones with A.J. Brown, with an experienced Ryan Tannehill throwing the football, with what we just brought up about the AFC and how it's a bit haphazard and it's up for grabs. How can we rule out Tennessee, especially if you get to the postseason and then you're able to win a game? Because by that time, that'll be about 9-10 weeks. And then it's all likelihood Derrick Henry will be back. So I'm looking at it from that perspective. I'm looking at the fact that by default, you really got like a 2 or 3 games lead in the AFC South. You combine that with the fact that you're likely going to make the playoffs. We're basically just asking ourselves, can Tennessee win a playoff game? If they can win a playoff game, the likelihood is that Derrick Henry will be back by then. And then all bets are off in this particular AFC. And that's why the Tennessee Titans come to my mind.
Now, I was here last week when we got the news that Derrick Henry was out. And if I remember, Stephen A., you said something right here. I said something right here.
What y'all say, Playmaker?
Well, why don't we check out what we said? Why don't we check out what
Tennessee Titans season's over. Let's call it what it is. This is their running game. Who the hell you going to have running the ball now? Averaging 4.3 yards a carry, top 5 rusher, top 4 running attack in the National Football League, and he goes down. It is over. The Tennessee Titans, their season, as far as I'm concerned, is finished.
So strong.
He brought receipts.
That's so strong, boy. He's so strong. Cause I love it because because he's powerful now. When he looks right in the camera and he tells them that season's over. He's so strong when he does that, man. It resonates. You can feel it in your bones when he says it. Because he comes across. And that's what you said last week.
Last week?
He's
1 week?
1 week
ago.
But Playmaker in mid-season form, calling for sound and everything. I like this.
He brought receipts.
I like this.
Do I get to respond?
Absolutely.
Brian Clark, here's what Michael Irvin left out. That same segment, I said, I ain't saying they ain't going to make the playoffs now. I said their Super Bowl aspirations have come to an end. That's what I said, number one. Number two, in my soliloquy that I just gave, I said, excuse me, they get to the playoffs, Derrick Henry comes back, we can't rule out nothing. Originally,
Stephen A., that don't match.
No, it does match. Because my point to you is this. I said last week when I said that, they're going to make the playoffs, which I'm still saying. And if Derrick Henry gets back, then, excuse me, that argument is rendered null and void. Ha-ha. My emphasis is
Stephen A., is ha-ha, I make my own rules for the debate?
No,
is that what that means? Is that what ha-ha means?
I'm just telling you.
Is that what ha-ha
Did you see the segment? Did you see the whole segment?
Is that what ha-ha I just saw the clip. In the clip, Stephen A. In the clip.
He swindled. He manipulated it. No. The producer. Your team, Benedict Arnold. Let me tell you something. Your team. The producers have collaborated with Michael Irvin to try to set me up. But I got the receipts.
I think Stephen A. was immunized too.
I was vaccinated. 5, 2 shots in March. See the difference? Yeah. But that's all right.
Listen. For me, and I see it, man, and I'm going to take yesterday as just a throwaway. When we're talking about it, we just talked about why the Patriots can sneak in here. We talked about because of the defense of the Patriots, and there's no quarterback that will scare you away. Well, then for me, that makes the top team in the AFC, the team that I trust the most, the team with the best defense in the AFC. The team, would you say is probably right now, Patrick Mahomes playing away, the best quarterback Josh Allen right now in the AFC, him and Lamar Jackson. The Buffalo Bills defense is first across the board going to left in total, in scoring, in passing, turnovers, big plays, yards per play, and turnover difference. We just talked about how important defense is in the AFC. I'm looking at a Diggs on Diggs crime in SoFi. Diggs on
So I mean, you putting
Diggs
Dallas in the Super Bowl too.
with the Buffalo Bills. Diggs on Diggs crime at SoFi. That's what I say right there, buddy.
That's catchy. That's catchy play, man. I like that.
Diggs on Diggs, boy. I think that's gonna be good. You gonna bring out Sudden Steve for that one? That's gonna be good. You gonna bring out
the week for that one, playmaker.
please.
I love it's the week. For that.
Give me a break.
Feels a little
Hey,
cliche,
so
but we'll
guys,
get a little-
here's
The
what I'm gonna tell
Buffalo
you.
Bills are the top team right now.
You know what?
In the AFC.
Those are excellent arguments for both of those teams. Honestly, if you look at the Tennessee Titans and you see their resume, that's why you have to believe in that team. The type of teams that they've been able to beat this season, but we've only seen them 1 week without Derrick Henry, and there was those huge turnovers within the red zone, one for a pick six, that allows you to win the game against the Rams. But you know what? I agree with you. And then playmaker, when you start talking about the Buffalo Bills and their defense, and you mentioned that Josh Allen is probably the best quarterback, you have to say probably because he doesn't play like that every week. This isn't Josh Allen from last week. And so when you ask me who do I believe in the most, take a words from my man Keith Sweat. Nobody. Because I don't. This thing is up for grabs. And that's why I come in here and say the New England Patriots can sneak around and get into the Super Bowl. There is no team in the AFC that is consistently them at their top level.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.